So here it is, the Cycle Satiator from Grin Technologies. Pretty hefty, solidly built. Nothing feels like it's going to go anywhere in the inside of this thing. The enclosure is intended to be sealed so that it could be mounted on the bike frame itself and left outside, just connected permanently to the battery. It has a kind of a strange connector for the DC power. I suppose that's just for weatherproofing requirements. But that just goes right into this Nutric XLR, 3-pin XLR connector for charging. And then the power inlet is through a standard IEC computer power cord. And I suppose the input voltage is 240, 100 to 240 volts. So it's a universal product. I bought this charger specifically to replace this guy, which came with my ebike kit. And this is a Tenergy charger, and it's very loud when it's running. The fan starts to spin up as it gets hot, but it's only really putting out 2 amps, so it surely makes a lot of noise for something that takes 4 or 5 hours to charge my battery. The Satiator charger has no fans in it, but all of the MOSFETs inside and all the hot components are bonded to the inside of this aluminum enclosure. So it does get warm when it's running, but certainly it is pretty much silent, except for the clicking of a relay, I suppose. So let's just plug it in and get ready to charge a battery. So right now I'm running the 0.914 firmware, and it's asking me to connect a battery because I've set this 48 volt 80% charge as my default profile, but I can go out of there, go to different charges. I've only got 2 profiles in there for my battery pack. And because this battery pack is sort of on its last legs, I've only been charging it to 80%. That was something that this other charger had absolutely no provisions for. There's no controls on this other one whatsoever, so it's always going to charge to the final 54.6 volt output, whereas with the Satiator, I've set it to go to a lower output, and therefore won't stress the battery so much. It does reduce the amount of capacity that the battery will have, but it extends its life, which is what I'm shooting for here. So let's just plug that in. Hold to start. Okay. And there we go. Now, I'm not sure if I charged this battery before. Yeah, I must have let it charge. Well, let's go to 100%. So I'll get out of that. Abort. Standard charge. Hold to start. Okay. There we go. So in this case, the charge current is limited to 4 amps. So here you can see my battery is below the maximum voltage, so it's getting dragged up to that max voltage, and the rate is set for 4 amps. Now I think this charger can go up to 8 amps. Yeah, output 8 amps max. But I really don't want to stress my battery that much. This is a 10 amp hour lithium ion battery, but I'm only getting maybe 5.5, 6 amp hours out of it. So it's not really something I want to purchase another one of, as long as I can hold off doing so. But yeah, as you can see, this is maybe here, this charger is making no noise whatsoever, and that was one of my big concerns when I went and got this, is that it would be totally silent, and of course with no fan, it is totally silent. So there it goes. Anyways, I hope you liked the review, and if you have any questions, post them in the comments and I'll try to get to them.